So for tonight's homework, your student sheet will actually say Thursday, but that is tonight's homework. It's a piece of work from last week that we didn't have a chance to get to. So for these, they're going to practice the skill that we did today, which is looking at word problems and taking out the fraction, creating a number model, and for some students, they're going to want to even draw a visual model with a tape diagram or a number line. So in this case, we want to look and have the student read the problem first, circle or underline all the key things that they need. So I would always start there with my students. You can see that she puts 5/8 of a cup of oatmeal, another 5/8 of a cup, and then the final 5/8. And then the question of how much did she put in the bowl. So students should take each of these and create a number model. So we know she does 5/8, 5/8, 5/8. And then looking back at the question, we want to think if we're combining numbers, that's going to look like what math operation? And so your student should determine that's addition. Once they get all three numbers added up, they're going to get an improper fraction. When they have an improper fraction to make it a mixed number, they're simply going to make a number bond. The number bond is going to look at the denominator. That's going to determine how many make one whole. They're going to say if 8 makes a whole, to make one whole, I'd need 8 of them. So they're going to kind of remove the one whole from the improper fraction. And then ask themselves, they're thinking about this as like a fact triangular subtraction. 15 subtract 8 means how many are left from the 15? And the answer to that is 7/8. And our answers are always going to be in eighths because that's the unit that we've used in this problem. So then students can think of the 8/8 as one whole and the 7/8 as the remaining fractional part. And that's the mixed number. That's the same as 15/8. For the next one, it may be more helpful for the students to draw a picture. So thinking about pans of brownies translates really easily into tape diagrams. So if we know that there's 2 pans and we know that they ate 1 and 5/6, the sixth of the denominator tells us that each of these should be broken into 6 equal parts. So students should draw 6 equal parts in each tape diagram. Once they do that, they can determine what fraction they have in each place. So if I know her family ate 1 whole pan, I'm going to color in all of these sections. And I see to myself that I have 6 out of 6 here. And then they ate 5 out of 6 in this pan. So that gives me a total of 5/6. This is how much her family has eaten. And so they want to know what fraction is left. Well, students can easily look at the tape diagrams to see what part remains. And you can see it's this last section here. So it's one part. The fraction will always remain the same unit. So in this case, it'll be 6th because we've always cut everything in this case into 6 based on the information in the problem. All right, and then the final problem, students are going to look at, again, reading the problem first and then recognizing what information they need. So I'm seeing that the girl wrote a letter and then wrote a letter that was that much, and I see this word shorter. Katie wrote a letter that was shorter. So I know I'm thinking about 1 and 1/4, and I'm thinking about 3/4, and the word shorter tells me that that's a difference in length. So when I think about the difference in length, I have to think about subtraction. When I think about subtraction, I ask myself when I look at this problem, can I subtract 1/4 from 3/4? And I realize that this problem here needs to be broken into a number bond so I can do an improper fraction. So the same strategy as before. What is 1 in this case worth? Well, if I'm looking at my common unit, I know that my answer should be 1/4. So I ask myself how many fourths are in one whole? That's 4/4. And then I bring this fraction 1/4 down, and I find out 1 and 1/4 is the same as 5/4. I can now use this in my subtraction problem to figure out the solution to how much shorter the letter is by using the improper fraction to solve.